Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and before continuing with the theme that underlies this video, as I'm new to this thing, I will talk a little about myself to get to know me better. I'm 21 years old and I'm a nursing student. I am currently studying and interning in Portugal, but I do not hide the desire to launch myself in the overseas market, although with some apprehension due to the times we live in today, but that is a conversation for another video. I decided to create this channel because I find that the topics related to mental health are still very neglected by the different communities, and they are not given the importance and space they so deserve, and thus have here a space where they will be addressed and reinforced, giving the meaning they must have. So, this video is based on my journey of self-recognition, self-love, and personal development as a person with anxiety. In order to tell you about my experience with anxiety and how I learned to deal with it, it's necessary to explain what it's about and what signs it may have, so that whoever is watching this video can be related to the topic and be able to deal with it, or be able to help someone close who is experiencing this feeling. So, what is anxiety? Anxiety is an emotion characterized as a normal reaction to a threat or a psychological stress, in which fear is the alarm response to imminent or present danger, real or perceived. People under anxiety experience mental and physical symptoms such as insomnia, difficulty concentrating, fatigue, muscle tension, irritability, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. Coping mechanisms such as physical activity, a nutritious and varied diet, and good sleep hygiene are a good starting point to dealing with anxiety, but there are other coping mechanisms available. If your anxiety does not respond to these management techniques, or if you feel that anxiety is affecting your day-to-day functioning or mood, consider talking to a mental health professional who can help you understand what you are experiencing and provide you additional coping tools. Through the observation of a psychologist, they can help determine whether or not you have an anxiety disorder, which differs from short-term feelings of anxiety, namely when the danger it wants to respond to isn't real, when it occurs frequently, or it's so intense and long-lasting that it interferes with the person's daily activities. Anxiety disorders are very common. For a person with an anxiety disorder, the anxiety does not go away and can get worse over time. The symptoms can interfere with daily activities such as job performance, schoolwork, and relationships. According to the American Psychological Association, with the acronym APA, these anxiety disorders can have various types, such as generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, or can be manifested in the form of specific phobias. Anxiety disorders can be treated, so if you or someone you know are experiencing what you believe are mental health symptoms, please consult with a trained medical professional. For more information regarding anxiety disorders, I will leave links in the description of this video that may be useful to you. Now, speaking of the purpose of this video, my goal is to tell you my experience in dealing with anxiety by firstly accepting that I have it and that I should not give it a bad meaning. For a long time, I reserved my feelings and emotion towards the people closest to me, because in addition to not being able to explain the situation I was going through very well, I too denied these feelings and viewed them as not important. See that society is constantly withdraw when trying to address issues related to mental health, or even when there is an opportunity for them to be discussed, there is no room for them to flourish. People who suffer from mental health problems are often being left out, even being noted as not normal, as if the standard for being normal depended on me having problems with my mental health. This is the way I think now, but for a long time this was not my line of thought. So, in my teenage years, it was almost impossible to tell someone that I was suffering from anxiety, not only because it was not accepted in that social context. It was a shame for me to feel this emotion. They used to say to me many times, "It's just because you're fatter than what is usual that you feel like this. You'll see that when you lose weight, you will not feel insecure anymore. And the one that shocked me and scared me for a long time was, you need treatment, you are not normal. Looking back, who gave them permission not to consider me normal just because I have anxiety? And the answer is society. We have all experienced anxiety at some point in our life, whether due to stress related to school activities, different jobs, or the simple tasks we have to face in everyday life. But the key to living a fuller life is trying to cooperate with anxiety rather than trying to avoid the different situations or experiences that makes us anxious. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. And when we try to avoid these feelings, this situation only gets worse and actually feeds the anxiety more, which can lead to depression that will be the subject of the next video. So, what have I done to achieve this journey of self-recognition, self-love, and personal development? Step number 1. Accept that I have anxiety, interiorize it, and work with it. Searching and finding ways that can make me more powerful in dealing with anxiety at the same time. Step number 2. Mental health is important and must be valued. This is one of the most important phrases that I take with me anywhere. Not only do I write in bullet journals what I'm feeling every day, I also associate a drawing and an inspiring phrase that I feel is characteristic of me at that moment to it. This exercise helped me a lot in finding my focus and to take advantage of the time just to be with me in my thoughts, the so-called mindfulness, taking advantage of each present moment. Step number 3. Be physically active. Not only it is important for mental health, but for physical health and fitness also. For me, I found my safe haven in Pilates. You can choose to do this or search other activities such as swimming, cycling, dancing, or running. Set goals or challenges and try to achieve them. If you have a disability or long-term health condition, find out how you can be active through that conditions. The most important thing is to find activities that you enjoy and make them a part of your life without it being boredom or forceful. Step number 4. Learn new skills or perfect those you already have. They can guarantee the improvement of your mental well-being by boosting self-confidence and raising self-esteem, and by helping you to build a sense of purpose and to connect with others. Even if you feel like you do not have enough time or you may not need to learn new things, there are lots of different ways to bring learning into your life, such as try learning to cook something new, work on a DIY project, sign up for a class at a local college, or pursue the career you always dreamed about, even if it takes time to achieve it. Try new hobbies that challenge you, write a blog, start a YouTube channel, learn to paint, read about things that interest you, and other new topics. Don't feel like you have to learn new qualifications or sit exams if this does not interest you. It's best to find activities you enjoy and make them a part of your life by taking small and easy steps. Number 5. Give and connect with others. Take time each day to be or talk, if you are far away, with your family. Arrange a Zoom day out with friends you have not seen for a while. Make the most of technology to stay in touch with friends and family. Ask friends, family, or colleagues how they are and really listen to their answers. Voice out what you're feeling, even if you feel like nobody is listening to you, there's always someone. Small acts of kindness towards yourself and other people can improve your mental well-being. Step number 6. How you see yourself in the world shapes who you choose to be. Pay more attention to the present moment by listening to your thoughts and feelings, your body and the world around you. Enjoy life more and understand yourself better. It can change the way you feel about life and how you approach challenges. Final step. Strive to be happier, but take time in achieving that baseline. For me, it took me years to be where I am today, and even now I am searching to continue to maintain this level of happiness, to motivate myself to have more self-love and to mentalize that it is normal to have anxiety, feeling anxious, and that this situation does not define the person I am. I hope this statement can also help you to realize that we sometimes cannot control everything that happens in our life. and that we are not always to blame for the way it presents itself, but is normal. The important thing is to find our way of happiness and live life making the most of what it has to offer. And with that, the first video of the channel come to an end. I hope that my situation can help someone who is going through the same that I went through, or who knows someone who feels this way. Thank you for giving me a space to speak and for listening to me. Stay safe, healthy, and keep dreaming while grounded. See you later.